Having a smart home seems like a standard in today's day with all the tech products that are available out there. Things like smart TVs, smart lights, blinds, cameras, anything that you can think your mind of, you probably have something in your home that's part of a smart home or ecosystem. Well, what about a product that can help simplify your smart home setup? Meet the Sofabaton X1S, a smart all-in-one remote that can control everything from your TV and soundbar to your streaming boxes like Roku and Apple TV to smart lights. It also has Alexa support and it's in sleek new design. Guys, this might just be the best universal remote you can grab in 2025. So kick back, grab a snack, let's get right into it. So looking inside the box, we do have the Sofabaton X1S remote. It is USB-C charge capable, so very, very nice there. It does come with a charging cable, which we'll see in a bit, but very nice sleek design from Sofabaton. Obviously you have your quick start guide here, just gives you setup instructions, pretty clear and concise there. Next up, we do have the actual hub that powers all of your devices, and the remote obviously connects to that via Bluetooth. So your hub is there. Again, a nice sleek thin box, easy to kind of conceal inside a cabinet or on top of your table as well. Next up, we do have USB-C cable and an aux to infrared cables. These are just going to connect to the actual hub. It does come with a charging block or a power block in this case for the actual hub itself. It does come with another USB-C charging cable for the remote when it does need to be charged, and then it does come with a dual infrared. And so pretty clean packaging there from Sofabaton. Now let's get everything set up. I'll show you what it is to add devices and get the hub set up all inside the Sofabaton app. All right, so walking through the app and getting set up, the Sofabaton app you can find in the App Store. There's also a QR code on the box. So if you need to scan that to download, you can. Otherwise, you'll find it. Once you create your account, obviously I've already created mine, it'll bring up this page here, select your device. So obviously we're using the X series, and we're gonna set up new hub. So once it's connected to the power outlet, which I did out there in the media setup, you're gonna hit next. Now I've got to pair it just like any other device. Gotta hold that for 3 seconds. Once it blinks, we can then find it and connect it through the app. All right, so once you do that, you find the hub via the pair. It'll bring up this screen here. You just click done and you can see the hub there. You'll just select it, we'll start connecting. And now you can start adding devices. So the first thing I always like to do is just make sure we're on the latest firmware. So we'll check for firmware updates here. Current version is 3, as we can see there. And then the firmware update for the hub is 4. So we're good there. There's no updates. It would say it in the settings there. So we'll go back to devices and now we can begin. Okay, so to add a device, we're just gonna hit this plus button up here. I'll show you that as the types of devices that you can add, or the methods that it adds before we add one. So we've got IR there, Bluetooth, Wi-Fi, and then RF capability. So if you go into each of these, you can see, you can search model, you can test command cloud. Bluetooth models, it has the brands there for you. Wi-Fi as well. It's just 3 for now that's supported: Roku, Philips Hue, and Sonos. Pretty popular brands. So if you have any of those products, you can connect it via Wi-Fi and then control them via the remote. So those are going to be the main methods. Obviously RF down here as the 2 selections that you can see there. So let me show you adding a device and how that connects to the remote. All right, so let's say we're going to add the Apple TV to the remote. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the addition button. I'm going to hit the Bluetooth and we're going to find Apple here, and you can change the icon and the name of it. Obviously they have an Apple logo here because it's a partner brand with them. We're going to complete, and then that code library is downloading. In the Apple TV, for you, the connection to be made, you have to go to the remotes and devices. You'll go down to Bluetooth, and then it will search for the Sofabaton. You'll find it there. And once you do that, it'll see that it has devices been added to the hub. You can hit the complete button and you can go back, and now you'll see it pop up at the top there, and you can also see it connected in the Apple TV. So now we're back and we want to add another device. Let's say we want to use Wi-Fi, and let's add the Philips Hue light. So if we go to Philips Hue here, you can see it'll pop up here because you're already on the same network. So you're just going to hit Alex's Hue here, and we're going to complete the configuration by pressing the hue bridge. And once you do that, you can see that you can now fill the device information out just like we did before. This one, you can have the Philips Hue light bulb there, and you can obviously change the name. We'll submit that. Now the code library is downloading to the remote and the software in the app. So now that it has been complete, you can also now see that the device, the remote is actually updating as we speak there. So you'll complete there, and now you have 2 of those, and you can see the remote is syncing those actions and devices onto it. So it's working on that. And now we have 2 devices. Now we can play with it via activities, or we can add more devices. And obviously control it via the software here and add devices there. But now we're gonna put that aside and show you guys the remote and go through kind of how this all works. So here we have the off button up here, obviously to turn off the remote here. The back button is at the top right, which is a little interesting, but it works out. I mean, when you're using it, if you're right-handed, even if you're left-handed, it's pretty easy to reach because you're obviously up here with the scroll wheel and the screen already, so it's not too bad just to get up there. So with the screen, you can see that we have a nice scroll wheel here. It says activities, devices, and your settings. So this works really well. It's pretty smooth. And then you have your navigation buttons down here that will be part of the actual activities once you're inside of the device. So those will be configured after that. And obviously your buttons down here, obviously like your volume, your selection menu, and your mute in the middle there. So really good, nice, clean feel of the remote in total. The buttons feel nice and clicky, and they're easy to read. They're obviously backlit as well. And then you do have a raise to wake feature also. So, and then you can see your battery life at the top right. So I mentioned activities, and that's what we're gonna do. So we have the devices, like I said. If we go down here in the menu activities, I've already created one, but if you need to do that, same kind of the deal as the devices, you just select the add button at the top, and then you can hit customize, or have recommendations for you to do that, and you just hit next. So I've already done that with the Apple TV, so we'll go and show you that in full form. All right, so now we're out here with the TV, and as we can see, we have the activity set up. So I'm going to hit the Apple here and go here, and now you can see the Apple TV is in motion. So now I'm using the remote, not the Apple TV remote, and now we can see I can control everything from the Sofabaton here. So if we want to go into an app, I can just simply press this button here, and everything is within control and within reach. If I want to go back, I can do it with the back button that's already controlled and set up via the app. So to wrap things up, guys, the Sofabaton X1S is a really sleek product. There's still a lot of things that I can do in this product as I'm going through and kind of searching through the settings and all that good stuff in the software. There's a bunch of customization I can do within the software that allows me to do different activities in the remote here. So like controlling a bunch of different things at once, or almost like scenes. So if I had like smart lights and the Apple TV and like a smart sound system all turning on at once and creating a scene with lights, to create like a movie theater mode, I could do that. A couple things I do think that would take some getting used to. I mentioned it before, but the back button, when, you know, obviously the back button's a little obscure in terms of the placement. It's kind of high, and on the right side, when you think about the back button, it's usually on the left. So, and it is down here for when you're in the actual activity, but for when you're on the menu screen like this, the back button's actually at the top right. So that may take some getting used to, but like I said, it's not really that hard to reach. Obviously your hand's already up here anyway for the little scroll wheel. But other than that, I mean, the buttons and the remote feel is actually really nice. Really seems high quality material that they used here. And the backlighting is also very nice as well. And the raise to wake feature really helps out when you're in a dark environment. Another improvement I would make for this device would be obviously the Wi-Fi selections would need to expand. I mean, obviously they're probably working on those partnerships with those companies, but obviously only having the Roku, Philips Hue, and Sonos right now seems kind of limited. They're very good devices to have, because I think a lot of people have Rokus, a lot of people have Philips Hue products in terms of the lighting if you have a smart home. But there's so many other devices now Govee and stuff like that, if they were added in, could make a huge difference with this product as well. But overall, guys, really no complaints with the product. I've been using it for now about a week and a half now. Just kind of playing with it, toying with it, adding devices, deleting devices, adding them back, kind of moving some stuff around. The hub's really, really easy to connect to. I should mention, in that week and a half, the battery life has been fantastic. I haven't had to charge it once. I did take the charging cable out just to see what it kind of felt like and how it charged, the animation, stuff like that. So shout out to Sofabaton for partnering with me for this video, and I will have a link down below. If you guys want to check this product out, I will have a link down below in the description. So definitely go check this item out. Let me know down in the comments what you guys think. If you have any other questions, I will feel free to leave them, and I will get to them and answer them as best as I can. Otherwise, we'll see you on the next one. Peace.